It's the first time I've ever painted a shell, so it's going to be a lot of fun here. Hey, so welcome back. Today I'm going to paint my shell for the Mica Spider TRX. I've got everything that I think I need. It's the first time I've ever painted a shell, so it's going to be a lot of fun here. I've got my reamer to put some little holes on the body when it lines up with the body posts. Got to put my body posts on. I'm just going to sort of temp mount them to now and then find a better place in a bit. I've got paint, 3 different colours, a window tint and a backing white to make the colours really stand out. I've got some masking tape so I can do some crazy things. I thought it's going to be a first ever one. If I get it wrong, I'll spray it on the outside with the orange or the green and just deal with it looking a bit ropey. I've got a paint gun to try and make it a bit easier to go. I've got a nice sharp scalpel and some spare blades. Got some tools and some bolts to mount the body posts, and most importantly I've got window stickers so I can have those windows in and my truck will, for the first time ever, not look like an RTR. So let's dig in. So I've really not thought this bit through. I'm just going to mount up some body posts and see how they go. I can see that these aren't quite wide enough to fit on here properly, so I'm going to try and sort of just mess about with them. Just going to find that they've got a slight angle on them so that you can mount the posts at an angle. So I'm just going to find the right way for these to fit. Because I've got a flat rail chassis and some of the holes are quite big, I'm just running countersunk screws just to try and hold those posts in place, but also to see if I can sort of get away with a slight, you know, stretch or an angle of some of these posts. So let's find out. Just get another one if I keep dropping that one. I'm just trying to see if I can get both bolts in. Looks like if I do them at a slight angle it might happen. Let's see what I can get away with. Okay, looks like I can force those in, so I'm just going to get the other 4 done, then adjust the posts, and I'll be right back. Right, so I've got the body posts on. They're mounted on the outer sides to make sure that if the shell gets a bash, there's a bit more stability to hold it in place. This shell has been washed inside with warm water and soap, cleaned with a lint-free towel, and then just given a little blow over with a hairdryer on cold, or even hot, it doesn't matter, just to get any lint and dust out. I'll probably do that again before I get started. But I can't quite find the body post holes yet until I cut this shell. So now I'm just going to trim the shell down, and for that I'm going to use a scalpel, or you can use a modelling knife. So what I'm going to do is score around the cut marks, just try and break off the lexan and then go from there. If that doesn't work, I'll get my lexan scissors out and just give it a good old chop. But this tends to get a cleaner edge. Holding nicely. So I'm trying not to put my hands inside the shell. I'm holding on to these pieces to make sure that I don't get too many oils off my hands on the shell. It's interesting, my scalpel's sharp enough that actually in places it's cut straight through the shell, so that's good. So where I've made the cut lines, I'm just going to start bending the shell and hope that it starts to crack through. And there we go. And this can just take a little bit of time and patience. I've got plenty of time, not sure about the patience, but I am being careful. Swap the blade. So yeah, had to resort to the scissors, just not quite got the skill yet, so just chopping it where I have managed to separate it and then just working my way around. My cuts weren't the best, so I'm going to have to sand it anyway, so I may as well just get in with the scissors, get it done, move on to the next stage. Let's measure it up for where the body's actually going to sit. So if we just get these shocks to slam, get everything connected in, the body posts are just pushing things out a little bit, but we'll sort that out. I think we're going to find that the rear ones are spot on, but I've set the rear end a little bit long. So I might have to just do some work there. I'm going to raise the body slightly and I'll change the wheelbase, or I might just taper off this bumper. I think this sticky out bit of the bumper can go. And in fact, yeah, I'm going to chop that off. The front bumper is looking pretty cool. I think I'll keep that. I'll just check the wheels can turn. So yeah, we need to be a bit taller. I think about there is looking quite cool. Yeah, and again, I might just chase out a few little bits out of the bumper. So let's have a look. Let's get those body posts a bit higher and just see if we are actually going to fit. Let's make sure they're level. Yep. Let's try that. So yeah, because these body posts are coming up at an angle, they're just going to come through on the scuttle guard, which actually I think is spot on. Yep, I'm going to mark those out. And those rear ones, as I say, the chassis seems to be, looks like I've got my wheelbase slightly off. So all I'm going to do is just remove this rear bumper, and then I don't even need to bob it. It's all tucked in, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, happy with that. So let's have a look. Let's make sure they're in the right place. Yeah, and we should be able to shape these fenders. I'm not going to mess with them too much. I'm just going to get this thing painted and then look at messing with stuff. Just going to apply some pressure and just put a nice dimple in there. Double check, line everything up. So I'm going to put some tape over where I've made those marks so I don't get any overspray over. And then we can have a play with some paint. Let's get these window stickers on.